Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon. I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently saw the classic Moonlighting, and this is a film that was actually done in 1985, and not to sound nostalgic, but just the way that it's written, it's done in such a great way that you wish that a lot of modern day movies would follow its example. And it has a lot of romancing the stone kind of tension in it, which I absolutely love. But in the best sense, it is a sensational romantic comedy, and it's outstanding. And I love the cast. And you've got Maddie, your working woman in the 1980s, and she has fired she had to fire everybody from Blue Moon investigation agency. They're still doing work without her, and she runs across a little bit of trouble. She gets in a pickle through really no fault of her own, and her coworker, or the man who wants to be her partner, Dave, he just has the worst attraction to her, and Maddie wants nothing to do with him. And you can see the loathing that she has for him and how much he's annoying her, and it's so funny to watch their back and forth, and they're arguing, and some of the funniest things happen in this movie, and they're absolutely outstanding and hysterical. As far as movies are concerned, I would have to say this is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time, other than maybe Princess Bride or Romancing the Stone. I haven't seen Jewel of the Nile, which is the sequel to Romancing the Stone. It has the same kind of interaction between the heroine and the hero, which I think is an interesting parallel. And I don't know if they did it intentionally, but a lot of films like this are formulaic, and for good reason. It works. But it shows the fashion of the day, and the how well men and women really can get together, and how they can work with each other without tearing each other's heads off. And I thought, yeah, we need a movie like this nowadays. It just is such an example. And not only that, but despite all these unbelievable, really thrilling and enthralling, perilous things happening to both Maddie and David, you root for them because you want them to be together, even though at first you don't think that they will be. But kind of a spoiler here, they end up becoming so. And it's a process, and you get to see that evolution over time, and it's really something beautiful. And I think that's how relationships should really be depicted. And man, it would be really great if they did a sequel to it, but I don't think that they ever will. But nonetheless, it's still a sensational movie. It's marvelously done. You get to see old New York. I don't think I saw the Twin Towers, because this was actually filmed before 9/11 ever happened. So I was looking, I didn't see anything in the skyline. But it just proves that good filmmaking was even more prevalent. And just some of the quotes in this film are just so wonderful. I mean, there's so many puns. I love Dave. I think, Dave, you're my kind of guy. You're punny. And of course, Maddie, she's just fit to be tied, and you start to commiserate with her, and then you get to see this softening of her character over duration of when she's with Dave. And it's, like I said, it's really lovely to see that, just to see that transition over time. I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars hands down. If you like old films, this isn't what I would call old per se. Old movies, I would say, would be from 1920s onward, maybe a little bit before that. I really love old films. I'm a big fan. And of course, one of my friends would say, "Oh, you call them films. You're going to go see a talkie?" And I just roll my eyes. Let me call them films, please. I am old-fashioned. I like calling them films, but anyways, it just was a sensational film. I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Romancing the Stone, it's very much in line with that. I love the cast. The cast is amazing, and I really don't have that much else to say about it other than the fact that the soundtrack was incredible. And I got to hear Since I Fell for You, and I thought, how long has it been since I've actually heard that golden oldie? Oh my goodness, the memories it brings back. And I remember the first time I heard that song, I thought, oh my God, it's got to be the most beautiful and most tragic love song ever written, amongst many. And it's that scene in and of itself. I won't go into it because it's a huge plot point, and it's about the crux of the film. You think, oh, we're getting close to the climax and heading toward the denouement, but it's very, very interesting to see things start to change, and you see it. It's subtle. It's actually very poetic in that way. But that's about all I gotta say about Moonlighting. So until next time, live on and prosper. Ciao, tutti.